My name is Javier Morales. I've been with the San Diego Police Department for 12 years now. On our K9 unit for 3 years. This is Titan. He is 4.5-year-old Belgian Malinois. He's been my partner for 2.5 years. We got him as a pup, so he has been mine and mine only. He is one of our general service dogs, and all of our dogs go through a 10-week academy. He is also one of our SWAT dogs, so we're attached to SWAT. Any SWAT calls or warrants that come out, we respond to that as well.
So we have a good bond. We spend a lot of time together. Like I said before, we have a 10-week academy, which we build a bond there, and we've been together 2.5 years now. So, week in, week out, it's minimum 40 hours together in the car, usually more. He comes home with me, we hang out. I hang out with him more than my family, to be honest. We get tons of training. He's one of our SWAT dogs, so he gets extra training every week. We have minimum training we have to do every week. So we have a good bond. He's my best friend, he's my partner.
So the call we responded to was a suspect who assaulted 2 officers and then took off on foot. Once they had him surrounded, he jumped on top of a large storage container or a Conex box. Then he armed himself with 2 knives. They attempted to get him down via talking. They put a ladder up, he kicked the ladder down, refusing to comply. So ENT was called out, emergency negotiation team. A couple canines came out, and myself and my partner Titan came out to assist as well. And it took a few hours, and they were talking with him and attempting to get a peaceful resolution, but he was just uncompliant and not having it. After a few hours of discussion and trying to coax him down, he made a decision to jump down and charge at officers while still armed. So he was impacted with a less lethal beat bag. At that point, he started to run away, still armed. So he was impacted again, and we sent Titan in to try to apprehend him. As Titan got there, he stabbed him.
It's tough. We work together. We're together 40, 50, 60 hours a week at work, depending on overtime. He lives with me, comes home every day with me. So it was tough seeing him get stabbed. At the same time, in my mind, I'm thinking, if he'll stab a dog, what's he going to do to one of us? What's he going to do to someone in the public if he gets out of our perimeter and whatnot? So we still had to deal with the suspect, and once we had him under control and in custody with the other officers, I immediately ran to my dog, and the concern was definitely there. He was bleeding, he was yelping, he was crying out. So I just picked him up and ran.
But still hearing him whimper and cry out, to me picking him up, running to the car, I jumped in the back seat with him. Someone else drove us to the emergency room, and just putting him on the table and watching them work on him, while he's still licking my hand. It's tough. I think that the toughest part was the 6 hours of surgery. I'm just kind of just sitting there waiting because we had no idea. So it was tough. I felt a bunch of relief when the surgeon came out and said he was doing very well and he was out of surgery. So that helped definitely, but still a long road. Yeah, so I stayed there for the entire surgery, and actually all 3 days. I left 2 times to take a quick shower, came right back, but I was there the whole time. Luckily, our unit's a small unit. We work well together, so everyone was bringing me food. Somebody brought me a cot. The VA was nice enough to, the VCA was nice enough to let us use one of their exam rooms. I put a cot up and stayed the night with them. His disposition he's been pretty good. As you see, he's a goofball, and he likes to cuddle. So he took advantage of that, and he's been laying with me, hanging out with me, and he's looking good. And I'm hopeful he continues to heal and does well.
Well, with his recovery, he's doing pretty good. Thankfully, he's healing up. We have to kind of maintain him as far as not letting him do too much. He's a very active dog, and they like to run and play, and we just got to kind of hold him back to make sure he heals externally as well as internally.
Moving forward for medical care for Titan, for now, the city will take care of most of his needs as far as any procedures he may need or medication he may need. And then we're lucky enough to have our San Diego Police Canine Association, which is sdcanine.org. They're a nonprofit, work off donations, and they take care of all of our retired dogs. Any medical needs, any medication, they provide their food for the entire year. So we're lucky to have them, and lucky to have people who donate to them. That allows us to take care of our dogs. So the way we get our dogs is through the San Diego Police Foundation. They provide all of our dogs, all the funding for our dogs. So we're very grateful to the foundation and all of the donors who come out to our galas, come out to our events we hold. Without you guys and without the support you guys show, we will be able to have our unit. So we appreciate that very much. As far as full duty for Titan, we're very hopeful based off the surgeon and what the prognosis was. We're hopeful he'll make a full recovery and be able to be back in the field in a few months. It's like I said, it's a long road, so we're hopeful. Prognosis looks good.
So Titan received a gift from a 6-year-old Lucas. He's from Operation Happy Pups. Says, "You can't shred the blankie. If you shred the bear, that must mean you're feeling better. We hope this helps you heal and feel happy fast. Sorry you got hurt." So thank you, Lucas. Let's see what you got, buddy. Your little bear? Take your bear. And he also sent us a blanket for Luke. Cool. Thank you, Lucas. We really appreciate it.